Also tonight, thousands of bikers have descended on the lake of the Ozarks for the annual BikeFest.
Yeah, it is causing some concern with health officials who are fearful of possible spikes in COVID-19 cases. Elliot Davis is at the Lake of the Ozarks with the latest. Elliot?
Yeah, indeed, Vic, a lot of bikers here for the Bike Fest. We saw a lot of them coming in from Highway 54 right behind me, even though the event started on Wednesday. A huge crowd is expected. It's going to be one rolling party, but among those who are not laughing, health officials who fear the big gathering can make an already bad coronavirus situation even worse. The bikers are arriving here from all across the country, tens of thousands of them. Last year, 125,000 people in all came to the Lake of the Ozarks for the 5-day Bike Fest. That's like a rolling party of concerts and going to restaurants and bars. This area is already considered in the red zone because it has a high number of new COVID-19 cases. It has a 19% coronavirus positivity rating when the state average is 10%. To health officials like Dr. Alex Garza, the head of the St. Louis Pandemic Task Force, the Bike Fest is just adding more fuel to the fire.
What are your concerns?
Well, my concerns are just as I would say with any other large group of people coming together, that is a recipe for transmission of the coronavirus, particularly if you're not using any mitigation strategies such as social distancing, wearing masks, all of those other things.
Health officials have seen the trouble caused by large events before. You'll recall the Memorial Day gathering of the big crowd here at the Lake of the Ozarks, and that caused a spike in cases. And the Bike Fest in Sturgis, South Dakota, that drew 500,000 people there, ultimately causing a huge spike in coronavirus cases in South and North Dakota and elsewhere. Health experts fear the Bike Fest here could produce the same bad results.
You're introducing large groups of people with very few mitigation strategies into an environment where you already know that there is a high amount of virus that is circulating in the community. And that's what the virus lives for.
The White House Coronavirus Task Force is also concerned about the high number of COVID cases here. They advised local officials to shut down bars and put restrictions on restaurants. But those recommendations were rejected.
This could cause problems for more than just here in the Ozarks, isn't that right?
Once people come together, there will be transmission of the virus, and then when people disperse back to their communities where they came from, they'll carry that virus with them.
Well, and so as you look at the situation here, the state actually had, of course, mandatory measures, but they ended those in June, leaving it up to local governments to decide just what they wanted to do, what measures they wanted to keep in place. Obviously, the governments here decided they didn't want those mandatory restrictions. I did try to reach the mayor of Lake Ozark for his comment. I didn't get a call back. Live in Lake of the Ozarks, I'm Elliot Davis, Fox 2 News.
Elliot.